Alright, and welcome. This is probably the most anticipated, closest game as far as ringer percentages that I have recorded so far. This is Steve Johnson, 40-footer, pitching out of Missouri. He's on Missouri number 1, and his entry ringer percentage is 59.14%. And pitching right now is Cindy Clausen from Washington. And that's the B7. And she comes in at 58.84. So these two are really close. This should be actually a pretty good game. Doesn't matter 30 foot against 40 foot. The ringer percentages are really close. So. And we have a flipper against the Turner. And these are just down and back. So there he is. He showed up. So they're going to pick this up. Somebody's going to adjust that front pad. And I think we're going to get a handshake and we're going to be off and running. Here we go. All right. All right, so Steve's going to start us out here. I briefly talked to Steve, and he said he was, I can't remember what was hurting on him. Either, I thought it said it was a hip. He was feeling some pain that day. So this is the start, so we're going to have a call here. Ringer 3, Cindy. Oh, a little hot there. There we go. That was a little hot too. She came in a little high on that one. Because of the lean on the stake, shoe came right down on her. And that, my friends, is why the stake has that forward lean on it. That forward lean helps with rejected shoes. If it was straight up and down, it'd be a lot more rejected shoes. That lean, that's... What was it? 1 ringer 3. Yeah, if it was straight up and down, and we have a few of those in our Horseshoe League where the pins are straight up and down, and it's not fun. You get a really good shoe, actually sort of soft shoe that hits, it gets rejected. Instead of, you hit about 5 inches up, it'll just reject straight back rather than being forced down. That's what that lean does. It helps the shoe slam into the ground. Oh. Ringer 4. I thought Steve had it on there. Thought he covered that one. Oh. I don't like when that happens. That was a good open shoe. It just spun. Had enough time. think she's going to have a penny.
One ringer 3.
One stinking point. I've heard him call a lot of things, but never called a stinking point. That's funny. You might have a ringer 3 here on that one. Yep.
One ringer 3.
All right, Steve, take away some of that confidence she's got going here. She is working up her confidence. You don't want her shooting with confidence.
Wow, man.
That's another ringer 3.
Two dead 3. One ringer 3.
Yeah, that's tough. When your opponent has confidence on their side, it just makes them shoot even better. It's sort of funny. It makes them shoot better and makes you shoot worse because you're just forcing stuff in. So you have to have the mindset to sort of switch that around and sit back into your game. And he's got a great game, 59%. .14% is a good game to fall back into your fundamentals. Just gotta find it.
Dead 1 for Cindy.
All right, Cindy's doing good. She doesn't need anybody to root for her. Now I'm rooting for Steve. Rooting for Steve to find and get going here. There it is. Right there.
Two dead 3.
Two dead 1. All right, that's what it takes, Steve. According to Dave, now he's got the hammer. There we go. There's a good shoe. Time for Steve's run here. It's a good 4. See if she can beat it. And that's locked on. That's a good shoe. Oh, she stole the hammer right back. I'm gonna give her 3 before she even says it. Yep. Great shoes. And it's nice when that single flip ends up with the shoe turning like that and closing. Don't like to see them open like that, especially when they turn around backwards That's a tough shoe. I think he just helped her on. It looked like it was measurable. There it is. He's got his own. There's 2 dead, 3 Steve, hopefully. Yep.
2 dead, 3 Steve. 2 dead, 1 Jenny.
Here comes Steve. All right, let's go. Not too late, buddy. Very nice. Give her 3 on that one.
2 dead, 3.
Both these pitchers are really close to 60%. That's incredible. It's an incredible average to maintain. And then you think about maintaining a 75% and 80% average. It's absolutely incredible being up that high. That's a dedication to the game right there. I'm not going to call this. I'm guessing 2 dead, 1.
Two dead, 3 Jenny.
2 dead, 1 for Steve. All right.
2 dead, 1 for Steve.
Yeah, it looks like that's actually around it. Steve throws not a lot of momentum. He's got a lot of moving. He does a double step, but from where he starts his throw, he's using a lot of muscle to throw that shoe.
2 dead, 1. 4 for Steve.
Lots of muscle. Those are twins right there. That's a beautiful 6-pack.
6. 2 dead, no score.
That first one might have messed her up. I think she saw that was over-rotated. And that second shoe, she was thinking about that first shoe. That's a nice cap. Get the pointer. Oh. He was halfway across the court before that thing even landed. I think she's gonna grab one on that one. 2 dead 1.
Two
Yep.
dead one, Cindy. Two dead three, Matt.
Oh, that was high. That was about almost a good 10 inches came down at that stake. There we go. That's a great shoe. She's got a lot of different heights. Comes in low, comes in high. The funny thing is, if you come in like at 10 inches, let's see what this is first. 6? All right. See how she comes in this one. See, high again. So she's...
One ringer, 3, Matt.
You gotta watch your timing. When she's coming in high and low like that, it could be her timing might be off a little bit. I'm always assessing how the shoe's landing and where it's landing and everything. So
Two dead, no score.
there we go. That's a great shoe.
Two dead, 1, Matt.
Shaking his head. He seems frustrated with himself. So he's got to get out of his own head. Settle back into what he knows. He's got the skill.
You guys are gonna be down and back.
So I think he's going to get the 3 on that one.
One ringer, 3, Steve.
And you can see that when Cindy threw that short one, but you also saw her lean into it. So that means she was making up for a timing issue. So if she's sitting at, she's coming in at 58. If she worked on her timing, she'd be freaking,
One ringer, 3, Matt.
she'd be well into the mid 60s.
One ringer, 3, Cindy.
Good shoes, good 6-pack.
Two dead, 3. Down and back, Matt.
I don't think that's on. Looks like she's got her 6. Yep. So nice shoes with Cindy. 46 to 12. And I didn't add that up, but I'm guessing she's got to be pretty close to her average. Did a great job.
Steve.
And
Steve.
well, thanks for watching.
Talk to you.
like I said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you.
2 dead, 1
See-
dead.
See you in the next game. Thanks. All right, and welcome. In this little behind the curtains, I want to talk about rhythm for both these pitchers. Cindy did a lot better, but I did notice a few things. She did get off her rhythm, back and forth here and there. She was hitting the stake pretty high sometimes. Then she'd nail it right at the bottom, and then a couple times she was short. And I just wanted to see if I could actually visually see where her rhythm was, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at Steve's. So on this first one, we're going to leave it paused here, and then I'm just going to scroll through this here. So she's getting ready. And there's some things like she's stepping really good right when it comes by her knee. She's starting her step. But the bad thing is she's starting her step just a little fast. And you can see this because she's starting forward while her arm is still going backwards. So it's like a counterintuitive because her body's going forward while her arm is still going backwards. So that's going to cause wobble in her backswing. It's got to stop somewhere. And if she's actually moving forward when the shoe is moving backwards, she's going to have a little bit of uneasy feeling in that shoe at the back of her backswing. She keeps it pretty steady, so that's not bad. And then she comes forward, and she's really high on that. So she was, like I said, she was in front of her. Her timing was ahead, and that's why she had that shoe was pulling forward faster than normal. And that's why she was through it a little high. Let's see what happens on this second shoe. Okay, see now the shoe is even further back before she starts stepping. Before she was already stepping right here. And now she's waiting, and boom, as the shoe is almost back, and that's really, really good timing right there. So now she's stepping, and she's planting her foot just as the shoe is coming by her right knee. And look what happens to the shoe. So you can see the difference in timing. What a little bit of timing. What is that? Like a fraction of a second that she. Let's Let's go back and look at it. This is the first one. So she's already stepping, and her shoe is still not all the way back, and now it's just starting to stop, and she's already got her stride almost fully outstretched there. So she's ahead of the game. And then she has to put in more muscles, because your body knows what's going on. And you don't really think about it, but you can tell your timing's off. Have you ever had a shoe that leaves your hand and all of a sudden you're like, that's on? As soon as it leaves your hand, you know you did everything right in your timing, your release, everything was great. As soon as it leaves your hand, you know it's on, because everything you did prior to it leaving your hand was perfect. And here's her second shoe. Timing was a lot better. It was just a lot easier shoe, and there it goes. All right. So those weren't too bad. That's a 6-pack. Let's see Steve here. See, Steve is doing the same thing. He's already his foot is already up in the air, stepping. He's got a shorter backswing, which brings that shoe right by his right knee, but he doesn't have any kind of backswing. It's not too bad, but he's got that extra step. And that's where he's getting his momentum, is that extra step. So if he just waited, if he held off on his timing just a little bit, he wouldn't have to take that extra step, because he'd have all the momentum he would need just from his first step. All right, so he's going forward while the shoe's still moving backwards. So he's taking away his momentum. And he's got to muscle it in there. So it's you got to think of it as, if you're on a swing set and you're pumping, if you pump too early, what happens? You lose your momentum, then you don't go as high. So you have to time your pump on your swing with your legs, and you'll go higher, which means the shoe will go. It'll just be easier. So I'm gonna stop this one here. Yeah, this is her second one. I'm gonna pause this. All right, so here we go, and you can see what this happens here. I'll tell you right away if she's gonna throw it high or low or what. Okay, see, she's already stepping, and her arm's going backwards already, and she's almost completely planted right there, and she still hasn't even got to her knee, her right knee. So you can tell right away that this is going to be, unless she leans forward and puts a lot of muscle into it, this is going to be a short shoe. And there it is. So I'll take a look at the second one. It's a little bit better. She's planted there, and she's much closer. There he goes. That much closer to having her shoe to her right knee. It's still behind the timing though. And that was a better shoe. And we'll see what Steve here does. So he's pushed me, pulled me. He doesn't have a large backswing, and his timing's off, so that's why he's got to take that extra step and use a lot of muscle. Like I said in the video, Steve was injured, so take everything I'm saying. I'm probably not seeing, well, I can guarantee I'm not seeing Steve at his best. So really, let's not even take a look at what Steve's doing, because like I said in the beginning of the video, he was injured. He was limping a lot. So he might be shooting. He was completely off his game, and you can see right there in his face. He's in pain. So take everything with what Steve was doing with a grain of salt. I'd love to see him pitch when he's not feeling all that pain, and then I see what actually he can do, because he's definitely a 60% shooter on a book. So, and he was just out of sorts today. So, but that's basically what I wanted to show you. And thanks for watching. And I hope you guys learned something from that. Thanks. Qukslvr. If you did make it this far and found this, can you put in the comments 3 question marks, so I know you've been here before? If you've been here before and you put 3 question marks in there, you don't have to do that. Just the new people that's found this for the first time. I can add you, if we're our friends on Facebook, I can add you to the Behind the Curtains group. It's a private group. Nobody knows about this. This is the best kept secret in all of YouTube. I don't think anybody else does any kind of extra content like this. So it'd be awesome if you just put 3 question marks and be part of the in-group. And lets me know that you found us. Thanks.